Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing? Just had to pop in, every morning after the game, we got to pop in and talk a little bit about this Raiders football talk and see what's going on, everybody, man. See what's going there. See what's going on, everybody. How y'all doing this morning? Hope y'all having a good, blessed morning. If you're a Raider fan, I know you're having a good morning because we are now 5-2, coming off of a big win against the Philadelphia Eagles. A good victory, just what we needed. A 33-22 victory over the Philadelphia Eagles in Las Vegas. Now makes us 5-2. But how's everybody doing, man? Dominique is in the building. What's good with it, Dominique? Pono Z, yes, sir, brother. I see you. I see you. Raider Sal, appreciate you pulling up with us. Raiders. Yes, sir. SJ was good with his son Joku. Appreciate you pulling up, big bro. Good morning. Yes, sir. Raider Wolf. See you out here, man. Silent Goldie in the building. Morning, Ray. Yes, sir. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good morning on your way to work, whether you're at work, on your way to work, on your way to school, doing your thing, working out, whatever it is. Hope y'all having a blessed day and have a blessed week. Everybody knows we just won. Just want to talk about it a little bit. Also wanted to do this live because I want to talk about a little bit about the channel. I want to talk about what I could do better, what you guys suggest, recommend, some critiques, just some things I could do better as a content creator to provide for y'all. So I do want to get into that also, of course, the game, but this day and age, how you doing, brother? Sad but true. Good morning. Good morning. Appreciate y'all pulling up. Dave Maxfield says Raiders look legit. And I asked that question on Instagram. Got a lot of responses, man. A lot of people say we are legit. A lot of people are saying, having that sentiment, having that feeling, we are a legit team now. So it's going to be interesting, man. Yes, sir. Let's get it. Let's go. Big win, baby. Yes, sir, Wolf. Central Cali Bear in the building. Good morning, nation. What's goody, Ray? Happy Victory Monday. Yes, sir. Victory Monday. Queen Raiderette pulled up. Good morning. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, Raiderette. Good morning to all the Raiders and Raiderettes out there. Everybody pulling up. It's a little early. Wipe the sleep from your eyes. Wipe the sleep from your eyes. Brush your teeth. Can't have no funky breath up on the live out here. Predict AFC West standings at the end. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We will. We'll get into that. We got to. Kind of want to talk about some predictions maybe later on this week. Maybe we could talk about it today, but I kind of want to wait because we have a bye week, y'all, and I don't want to take no breaks. Even though we have a bye week coming up, I don't want to take any breaks. I still want to hold discussions. We're gonna have to have something to talk about on Sunday because, as y'all know, when there's a bye week, it's kind of a somber week. You know, there's no Raiders football. We're kind of just sitting around. Nothing to talk about on a bye week, but I'm sure we'll have some things that'll come up. I'm sure there'll be some players getting healthy. Like we know Waller didn't play, but we'll get into that here soon. Yep, rate them likes and hit that sub button. Yes, sir. If you're new here, hit the sub button. Make sure y'all rate the like button on the way in. Appreciate it, Central Cali. Always holding it down, always looking out for a brother. Raider J in the building. Yes, sir. Greg in the building, 5-2. Yep, you know it, fam. Paulette, appreciate you pulling up. What up, Ray? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Douchebag Matt in the building with one of my favorite pictures. That Raider Joker is dope, man. Raider Joker was dope. Bartender saying there's nothing more annoying than a Raider. You know what? That bartender could kiss my ass. As you can tell the bartender. Good morning, nation. Yes, sir. Good morning, nation. It's most definitely good and it's definitely morning. Definitely. AJ Simpson pulled up on us. Yes, sir. Raider Jorge 415. Shout out to the 415. He said it's good to be a Raiders fan right now. And it is, man. It is. It's crazy because, everybody around the league also says when the Raiders play good football, it's just that much more fun to watch the NFL. Stayed home today just to enjoy this dub and because it's raining like crazy out here in Fresno. Yeah, so if you're out here in Northern Cali, man, the rain started coming down heavy. Like I had a whole tree come down in the middle of the night on Saturday, smacked the side of my house. Like I got up in the middle of the night. It was like 2 a.m. Had to run into my kids' rooms, look out the window, and realize there's a tree literally up against their window. And I didn't know what it was, man. I thought someone was trying to do something crazy to my house, but the tree split in half and fell on the side of my house. So, yeah, man, the weather out here was kind of tripping. But Cali needs the rain. Cali needs the rain for sure because the lakes are looking dry. What's up with it, Paul? Spotlight in the building. Yes, sir. Good afternoon from the East Coast. Shout out Spotlight, man. Been holding it down for the Raider Nation for too long, but this man got to get on the show eventually. I got to get this man Spotlight on the show. Everybody need to go spam Spotlight's DMs and say, get on the show with Ray. The offense had a rhythm to it. Yes, sir, Goldie. Facts. Big facts. Farrell should be traded this week. We can talk about it. We can talk about that Farrell trade. The thing with the Farrell trade is, I talked about this last week, is you have to look at his contract. Think about it like this. If you were the team receiving Cleveland Farrell, would you want to sign him to, let's say, I think he gets $12 million right now. Farrell gets about $12 million right now. And then if you want to trade for him, obviously you're going to give him the money next year as well, which I think you would have to tag him. And I think his franchise tag is about 15 mil. Anybody could correct me if I'm wrong, but I think his franchise tag is 15 million. So then that means the team that's going to trade for him is basically going to be paying 15 mil a year for Cleveland Farrell. I don't think any team is going to really want to pay for that. That's just my opinion. That's kind of how my thought process is on it. But I could be completely wrong. If I'm wrong, someone correct me. Let me know. Make me smarter. Sad but true. Raider Nation for life. Yes, sir. Nuke 16. Morning Nation. Love you all. One Nation. Raider. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out Nuke 16 for the blessed comment, man. Really like that comment. Shout out to you, man. Love all y'all. Said, if the defense, because of the defense, we can win going away. O-line improvement is key to Super Bowl run. Yeah, the O-line improvement is key. Let's see, because if the defense, we can win. If the defense keeps it up, I'm not understanding that first part, but if the defense definitely keeps it up, man, we're going to go a long way. Yes, sir. Good morning, Nation. Feels so good. We're rolling, looking dominant. Yeah. So I asked the question, and I'm going to ask y'all right now. Because it's a question that I feel like we have to ask based on the past that we've had. And the question is, it's simple. Oh, snap. It's simple. Are we legit? Are we legit? Let me put it up right here. Are we legit? Are we a legit football team? Like, I need to know. Answer down in the question. Put the thumbs up if we are legit. Put the thumbs down if we are not legit. But y'all got to flood the comments. Let me know, are we a legit football team? And then we'll jump right into it. And I'll be asking y'all why. I'll be going back and forth with you guys, seeing why you guys think we are legit. Because let me tell you, we just started last season 6-3. So I got to hear what y'all think. I got to see if you guys feel different about this year and see how we're rocking. See how we're rocking, yo. 209 over here. Yeah, it's wild out here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 209. I was born out in 209, Queen Raiderette. I hope y'all safe. I hope y'all doing okay. No trees landing on y'all houses. You guys, if you got to drive somewhere, as long as y'all safe out there, you feel me? How we doing this Victory Monday? Shout out Raider Andy for pulling up on us. Yep, from the Aloha State. Good morning, Nation. Polo Z in the building. Rod Gas. What up, Ray? Shout out from Mexico. Shout out to the Mexico. Yes, sir. To the Mex. Wish I was out west. I bring my husky and cut it down for you. Oh, yeah. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I wish somebody would cut it down because I think it's gonna cost a lot. Because I'm telling you, the tree, it's like a huge tree and it's split in half. I think it's gonna cost like $1,000 just for someone to come out and cut it. I don't got a chainsaw, and it's huge. I mean, it's huge. It smashed my I have a trampoline in the backyard for my boys, and it smashed the trampoline. Like the trampoline literally bent outwards. It's a big tree, yo. It's not like a little branch thing. Glad you're all getting some rain. Yeah, that's the thing, though. We most definitely need some rain. Good morning, Jesse. Trying to get to everybody's comment. Quentin Hood in the building. Yes, Super Chat. You are one of the better new channels, hands down. I want to change too much. Just keep pushing yourself. Best of luck to you. Yo, that right there. Appreciate this comment. Appreciate the Super Chat. He didn't have to super chat that. And I still would appreciate it because Son Joku been around for a long time. Son Joku been around for a long time, and honestly, He's been one of the first. He was one of the first Raider content creators I ever watched. You know what I mean? Ever. So Son Joker, he goes way back. Like he goes way back for me. That's personally though. Personally for me, I watched him been watching it for a long time. Since one of the first people. If not, I think he is the first Raider content creator I've watched. So shout out Son Joker, most definitely. I can pull up right now. Okay, for surely. Let me see if I could blast this link to Spotlight right quick. Get the boy on here. I'm tripping. Invite. Bow. Yes, sir. Raider Andy. Raiders. Happy Victory Monday Nation. Yes, sir. Andy. Appreciate you pulling up, Andy. How you doing this morning? Andy? 5-2. How you feeling? How are you feeling this morning? But y'all gotta let me know. Are we legit? Let me know in the comments. Are we a legit team? Yes, sir. Thank you, man. That means yeah, for sure, Son Joker. Yeah, for sure. Him and Raider. Yep, I remember Mikey. Yep, him and Mikey. But personally, like I said, it was Son Joker. I remember specifically. Dang, out there in Kansas, holding it down, Black Hole, Kansas chapter. That's what's up, fam. Holding it down out there. Now, why do y'all think we are legit? I'm about to bring on Spotlight, and I'm gonna ask Spotlight this question. I'm gonna get his 2 cents on it. And but I want to know, what do y'all specifically think makes us a legit football team now? Right? That's what I want to know. That's the only thing I'm wondering, because we've started 6-3, y'all. Like, we've been here. I think we started the year before that. We were 6-2 or 6-4. Last year we started 6-3, I believe, and then this year, as we know, we're 5-2 right now, right? So we can go 1-1 these next couple games. I got a little protein shake right here, but we can go 1-1 these next 2 games, and we'll be in the same position as we were last year. So it's gonna be interesting. That's a protein shake, y'all. It's a protein shake, y'all. I got my workout in this morning. Hope y'all get y'all workout in today, this evening, this morning, whatever it takes. You know, health is wealth. Health is wealth. I know y'all know that. You know what I mean? I started doing this Muay Thai training, so I don't really lift the weights too much, but I know for sure I got to stick to it. I can do it. I'm in Philly, though, Ray. Where are you at? Doesn't matter. I can cut any tree with my husky. Yo, shout out New 16, man. Yo, he a goon for that. Glad the tree didn't hit. Yeah, for sure, man, because I could have cracked the window. Oh, shook. Salute, Ray. Salute Jesse for pulling up, man. Always a big supporter. Big shout out to Jesse. Wind and trees down. Welcome to the South. Man, I'm out. I ain't in the South, man. I'm in. Are you saying like in reference, like that's how the South is? But Greg, I used to live out there in the South. I don't know if you'll call it the East Coast or the Southeast. I used to live in North Carolina. And boy, North Carolina, I'm used to hurricanes. I was in Hurricane Matthew. I think it was a different one. I don't want to say Irma. Irma might have been somewhere else, but I was in a couple of different hurricanes out there on the east. Glad you getting out the rain, getting rain. Pistachio prices need to come down. Yo, that shit funny as hell. Out of everything, you said pistachio prices need to come down. That's a good good little nut there. We had to stop sleeping in the fourth quarter and clean up the big holes on the defense. All right, let's get to why we legit though, right? Let's get to why we're legit. Let's get to why we're different this year. You feel me? EJ Raider in the building. Did you change your name or was it always EJ Raider? Let me know, EJ. I feel like your name was the Gaffer in the building. Okay. Shout out to the Gaffler. Bay Area, right? You in Oakland, fam? You in Oakland or where you at? Defense. Okay, so we're legit because of the defense. Unknown Raider guy, aka Raider Jason in the building. I can't miss everybody. You know what I mean? I'm trying to hit everybody in the comments real quick. Mondo in the building. What up, though? Yep. Monday Fun Day, brothers. Yes, sir. Okay, here we go. Let's get it. Jesse Rhoda says, not yet raid until the Cowboys and the Bengals. I like that. I like that a lot because I feel the same way, man. I feel the same way. I feel the same way, Jesse. And the reason I agree with you is because it's just weird because we take out a team like the Ravens and then we take out the Steelers and we end up losing. It's a tough loss to the Chargers, although it was a divisional loss. It was a tough one, but then we go on to lose to the Bears, and that right there is just kind of weird to me how you lose to the Bears. Kind of strange. But I seen this morning. I'm looking at the Titans, right? And the Titans beat a few good teams. I believe they beat the Bills. They beat the Bills, the Chiefs, and another team that wasn't very good, but they lost to the Jets. The Titans lost to the Jets, so it's kind of like in my mind, I'm kind of teeter tottering. Are we legit or not? But I would like us to see us beat a team like the Cowboys, most definitely, the Bengals, and if we are that legit, I feel like we would have to beat the sweep the Chiefs. I really feel like it. Um, I really do, man. Let's see what everybody else. Yeah, the Gaffler said defense. Oh, Son Joku says because DC is finally playing for himself. Most definitely, I agree with Son Joku 100%. DC just looks like his mindset is completely different. He's feeling completely different, and he looks completely different. Um, Most definitely, Nuke. We are comfortable now. That's why we are legit red. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we definitely look a lot more comfortable. Definitely, I agree. But let me get EJ Rader. Okay, coaching. The Gaffler says, tell him, Andy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're legit if we win our division. Okay. Okay. Now, we're first in our division. So let's see if we're legit. Let me go ahead and see what Spotlight thinks. If he thinks we're a legit team, and let's go ahead and see what Spotlight thinks about that, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What's going on?
I ain't got no noise. I ain't got no noise from you. Check your mic. Check your mic. But we're gonna see what Spotlight got to say about whether he thinks our team is legit or not. Because right now we're in a difficult spot, and we still have to somehow somehow come up on a few wins. We still have.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, slight way.
I don't know what's going on. Like, that's
You know,
crazy.
having some technical difficulties, but that's okay. We're gonna get it. We're gonna rock. We're gonna rock. Yo.
Yo. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, cool.
Yeah. There it is. We got Spotlight. Let's see what Spotlight. Let's have a couple of words from Spotlight, and we're gonna keep up. Let me get to the super chat real quick. Number 8 offense, number 10 in points scored, 13 defense overall, number 9 turnovers, differential at +4. That's what Cunningham has to say, and I think that's in his. What he's trying to say is that we are a legit team based off of those stats right there. So we'll have to see. What let's see what Spotlight has to say, man. What is your thoughts right now on whether we are a legit football team or not?
I can't really make that noise just yet because I'm a type of person that takes one game at a time.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say that we're legit right now. We still have some good teams that we still have to play and beat, like Cincinnati, like Dallas. Even though KC is struggling, they still give us fits in our own division. So right now, I mean, offensively, I think we could score on anybody in this league.
Yeah.
It's just that on the defense side of the ball, can we keep the foot on the neck? Because they shouldn't even have the Eagles shouldn't have had 16 points in the second half.
Yeah.
It's a fact. So to call us legit right now, I don't want to throw it out there.
Mm-hmm.
Not yet.
No, I agree. That's why I feel like we can't say we're legit. And just to add to that, what do you think? Or I should ask this question a little bit different. But do you feel like this team though is different from the previous last 2 years to where we started, say 6-4 and 6-3 the last 2 years? Do you think this team has a different sentiment, or do we still have to prove that we overcome that like mid-season meltdown? I guess we could call it.
I think we still have to. I still think we still have to overcome it because of the last 2 years of what we did. We started out great,
so we have to prove it in a way.
Yeah, I think we have to prove to everybody that we can keep this going instead of falling apart in the second half of the year.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the Raiders, it really comes down to preparation, execution, and these guys got to come in like they did the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. Most definitely. And he said spotlight that hat is fire, and then somebody said,
Hey,
he
everybody was talking about this hat, man. That's
said,
why I
Ray,
wear it
where you
so
get
much,
that hat?
man.
Yeah,
They
we
love
got we
this
got
hat.
we got some of the dopest hats right now. We got some of the dopest hats right now, man. We
I
had to
mean, that
pop out
color
like that.
that you got is fire, though. That's
Oh
a
yeah, yeah.
fire joint. That's
Oh
one.
yeah.
That's one hat I have not seen on the East Coast yet.
Oh, I mean, this one I ain't gonna lie. This joint popped up on Instagram. I said, you know what, that thing fired. It's a little bit different color, and I was like, I gotta pop out a little
It's
bit
giving you
different.
the chance to rapper vibes.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I mean, I be getting that in the comments all the time. I ain't gonna cap. I get that in the comments all the time. Either that or marriage. So I be getting people
I think
trying
more
to
chance than Merrick, in my
yeah.
opinion.
I always get that though. But let's see. Central Cali Bear. A lot of people agreeing with you though, man. And I agree as well. And I like the fact that you say we have to take it one game at a time. Because if you got to think, we just lost to the Bears, right?
Right.
And it's like at that point, you would have thought, okay, yeah, we lost to the Chargers. It was a tough game. We kind of came out slow, whatever the case may be. But at the same time, man, that sun just came out super bright. Damn. But at the same time, we go on and then we lose to the Bears. And we only put up how many points? We put up 9 points
Yeah.
against the
Only,
Bears.
only 9 points.
So it's just like you have to show that continuity and that consistency. At the end of the day, that's how I feel. That's how I feel about it, right? The Eagles, I feel like, okay, as fans, we have to beat that team, right? If we think we're good, we have to beat the Eagles. Same thing with the Giants coming up after the bye week, of course. Same thing with the Giants coming up.
That's my only problem.
These are the teams we have to beat.
That damn MetLife, bro. I'm telling you, it's something about MetLife. Why the Giants can never come to us? Why we always gotta go there?
Yeah. Come on, every time we played the Jets last 2 years, we played the Jets.
And I was at that game. I was at the game when we had fans in the stands. Raining, cold, my gosh. Terrible.
That was the worst. That was the bad one too, because we lost that one. Didn't we get spanked?
We got spanked. Yeah, we made Sam Darnold look like Peyton Manning out there.
Yeah. He was moving. He was running. I think he even rushed for a touchdown.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was too much. But Central Cali Bear, he said, we're legit because we have a top 7-8 quarterback. Great leaders all over the field. Our defense is playing like a top 12 unit. We have an experienced coaching staff, and the team is really playing for each other. And the thing is, to Central Cali, to Cali's comment is, I agree with everything he says, right? I agree that we have a top 7-8 quarterback. We have great leaders. We have a top 12 defensive unit, experienced coaching staff, and players that play for each other. Everything he said, I agree with. It's just that all this has to come together and show consistency because we've had this, right? We've had this when we played the Bears. We had this when we played the Chargers, right? We've had this all season. Everything he just said. But the thing is, we lose to the Bears and we lose to the Chargers. So that right there, and in the past 2 years, we're coming off of 2 years to where we started the same way as this. There's really no difference in the last 2 years than this. Right. The fact that if we go one, you know what I mean? We're just one game off, really.
I just want us to keep the foot on the neck in the second half.
Yeah.
I feel like the Eagles only should have had 14 points. 22 points. To me, that's the only really thing. Our run defense and keeping the foot on the neck. We can't get conservative when we up 30-7. We can't be conservative. We got to keep the foot on the neck. I don't care about, it's about sportsmanship. No, because this is the NFL. That's still an NFL team on the opposite side of the ball. You still have to win football.
And they're trying to win. And to your point, they were only down by 2. It was a 2-possession game, and I believe there was still like 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And we were beating them down pretty well. And I feel like that drive, I think I know exactly what you're talking about, both on the offense and the defense. But we were up, we get the ball, and then we just running, I think, a couple times.
Running all 3 times.
And it was in our own side of the field. We're like within our own 20-yard line. Probably within our own 15-yard line. We run it, then we punt them the ball, and then they scored, I believe. And that right there, I don't like that because it's kind of like you were saying, the defense kind of lets up. They let them score, right? But also the offense gets conservative, gives the ball back in decent field position, and then the defense gives up a touchdown. So I agree with you, man. I don't like that conservative.
I understand people say, it's garbage time. But at the same time, 11 other teams put more points on the board do not help your defensive ranking. it does not help it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you still giving up 20 points allowed, that ranking is not going to go up. It's going to go down.
Yeah.
So if we would have kept him at 14 points, that defensive ranking probably would have went up if we would have kept him at 14.
Yeah, most definitely. Yep. So yep, shout out EJ Redder for super chat. Did change my name. It was Efren Lopez. Okay, yep, Efren. I knew it, man. I
Oh,
knew. I was like,
Efren, what's going on, brother?
yeah, I knew it. I was like, hold up. But he did change his name. Okay, EJ Redder. Shout out EJ Redder. Appreciate it. Spot on picks. Our roster is better than the Chiefs. Let's see. We're legit because we can hang with any team. I just need a little bit more specific. I just need something a little bit more specific to where, so a little bit more reasoning. You know what I mean? Because I just feel like we've started like this the last 2 years. We just need to get through that mid-season.
Now, I have a question. I have a question for you now. So, with this defense, right? Because I know offensively we can score, so that's why I'm not really talking about the offense. Now, we got 2 good games in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
We got the Dallas Cowboys on Thanksgiving, which is next month, and them Cincinnati Bengals, 2 high-power offenses.
Yep.
How do you feel that our defensive line can work against Ezekiel Elliott and a guy like Joe Mixon?
Well,
because they gonna run they run the football effectively.
Yeah.
Now, Cincinnati, the people think that people think, okay, they're not a legit team. I live streamed that game on my other channel yesterday. They just beat the bricks off of a 5-1 Baltimore Ravens team.
Yes, sir.
So we can't. So as Raiders fans, we can't be letting up on these guys, especially Cincinnati.
Yep.
I'm sorry. They beat the bricks off of a Lamar Jackson that comes off of the last 2 weeks, throwing for almost 4+ passing yards in each game.
Yeah.
So my thing is this: do you think that we will be ready for those teams coming into it?
I think we will. I honestly think we will, man. I feel like this team plays very well against high caliber teams. But what would worry me is losing to a team like the Giants. That's what would worry me. That's what kind of like worries me. I feel like when we go to play good teams, then we play up to their level, and that's what we've proven in the past. We'll play up to a team's level, but then when we play poor teams, and all of a sudden we're struggling, right?
We playing down to their level.
Exactly. So, for example, we played the Bears. We didn't play that good. And to your example earlier, I know my lighting keep changing because I got the
right now. Yeah, the sun just came out. I see it.
And like I said, it's morning out here, baby. You feel me? So, but like your point you were saying earlier, you went to the Jets game. The Jets haven't been good in a few years now.
Right.
Like within a few years. But for some reason, 3 years ago, we lose to the Jets. Last year, we barely win with a Hail Mary bomb to Ruggs. Barely win that
you know
game. What I mean? And then this year, let's see what happens when we play the Giants. We should beat the brakes off the Giants. That's my opinion. If we are a legit team, we should beat the Giants, and it should be basically kind of be like how we played the Eagles. Right. That's how I want this game to turn out against the Giants. Now, when we play a different team, let's say, because after the Giants, we have a pretty decent stretch right there, right? After the Giants, we got the Chiefs, we got the Bengals, and the Cowboys. All 3 of those in a row.
Right.
If we're legit, we come out of that 2-1, I feel like. I wouldn't be mad if we dropped 1 to either of those teams.
Either
right?
Dallas or Cincinnati.
Yeah, Dallas and Cincinnati for sure. It can't be the Chiefs because they're within the division, right?
Right.
So Cincinnati or the Cowboys. I do not want to lose to the Cowboys because as a Raiders fan and a lot of people around me like the Cowboys, the shit talking is going to be crazy. That game's going to be crazy. It's on Thanksgiving. We cannot take an L on Thanksgiving. So if anything, the only L we could take is the Bengals, bro. But even then, I feel like we should beat the Bengals. I feel like we should. I feel like the Bengals.
They got a good football team over there.
Yeah, most definitely.
And
they're not afraid.
They had 5 sacks on Lamar Jackson, bro. 5 sacks on Lamar Jackson.
We'll see what happens. It'll be tough, man. It'll be tough. But shout
out,
Doc, be a
tough game. I got confidence in my team, but I'm just saying we just can't.
Yeah, most definitely.
Overlook those 2 teams. We can't.
Most definitely. Yo, shout out Graf for pulling up. Make sure y'all hit that like button. We got over 200 people in the chat this morning. Appreciate everybody pulling up. Hit the subscribe button. Also, shout out to Spotlight for pulling up this afternoon to where he's at. But out here is the morning time. He's on the East Coast. Shout out Spotlight. Make sure y'all go to his channel, subscribe. Also, follow him on Instagram. All that good stuff. You already know what it is. Let me get to the super chat real quick, and we'll hop right back into the discussion. Raider Joe says, "I think every good team is allowed a couple of questionable losses. It's how you come back from those L's. We put up back to back much needed wins. Yeah, most definitely, man.
Yeah,
And you're right. You're right. Raider Joe makes a very good point. And it's kind of how I was saying earlier. The Titans lost to the Jets.
right.
The Titans lost to the Jets. You feel me? But then
It's
you
the
just
trap
watch the
games for
Titans.
us, man. That's the only thing. Those trap games could really make or break your season.
Yeah, most definitely. Exactly. When it gets down to the crunch time and it gets later into the year, you don't know which win exactly is going to be hold the most weight, right? Because think about it, we get down to the stretch, we beat the Ravens, but then
Yeah,
the Chargers lost to the Ravens, right?
right.
So that might be a tiebreaker type thing. You just never know what game will be that decision maker at the end of
We
the day.
just gotta beat our those divisionals. Like we gotta beat the AFC North and we gotta beat the NFC East. For real, for real.
Yeah.
Because we still got Cleveland and we still have Cincinnati for the AFC North, and we got the Giants and the Cowboys.
Yep.
Giants, Cowboys, and Washington. So
Yep.
yeah,
We got the whole we got the NFC East because have we played the NFC East yet?
Eagles,
Eagles,
Eagles
yeah.
and
So we
Giants.
just played them. We just played them, yeah.
Yep.
So easy. We still got 3 more of those teams left. And honestly, the Eagles, not the Eagles, NFC East, in my opinion, is the worst division in the league. I know they have the Cowboys,
Outside of the AFC South,
AFC South. Okay, I mean,
Jacksonville,
who would you?
Houston,
Who? I mean,
Indianapolis, and Tennessee
the
runs
Colts
it.
and the Titans. The Colts and the Titans are the Titans are legit, pretty legit. And then the Colts, I feel like you can't really sleep on the Colts. That's my opinion, though. Because
Yeah.
out there in the NFC East, I feel like they got the Cowboys and the rest of them is dumpster like straight garbo. Like that's my opinion though. I think the
Yeah.
rest of the NFC East is garbo, honestly. Um, let's get to it though, man. Eagles game. Let's talk about it real quick because I
Okay.
haven't talked about it with you, and honestly, I haven't talked about it at all. I didn't do a post game. Just pulling up this morning. What is your thoughts? Your first thought after winning that game? What is your number one takeaway after winning that game?
Carr looked phenomenal.
Oh yes, that's
Only 3 incompletions and 90% completion percentage. That is unheard of.
yeah.
Like what?
Yo, I seen a stat.
That
It
is
says he
unheard
is
of.
2 of 3
90% completion percentage.
in
That's
history.
crazy.
In history, bro. He is top. He's second and third in history with the highest completion percentage in NFL. Second and third. The number one is Drew Brees, then he's second and then third. The second one was yesterday, and then number 3 was when he played in 2018. And that's with a minimum of 30 passing attempts, yo. A minimum. So that's Carr. Whoever was tripping off Carr this offseason, they tucking their tail now, boy.
I think Carr is definitely let go to be that gunslinger like we wanted him to be.
Yeah.
And I felt like, I want to say it, but Gruden was holding him back. I felt like Gruden was holding him back. You can see the difference. 31 to 34. Do you think?
Hey, call it how you see it, brother.
Think under Gruden he'll be 31 to 34 against Philadelphia? Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not.
No. How much do you think this has contributed to the play calling?
It
all of it
means a lot.
Most of it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think Olsen has called the last 2 weeks called a good game.
Yeah. Let me add this real quick before you continue. How much do you think of it as the play calling, and how much do you think of it is just the fact that Gruden isn't there?
50-50.
50-50. See, that's why I had to add that in there, because I'm really thinking like, man, do you think Gruden's personality, just like presence on the sideline, and you heard Jacobs. I know you heard Jacobs what he said. Yeah. I don't think he was talking down on Gruden. I think it was just more of that,
playful, you feel more relaxed and less pressure.
Exactly. Do you think that idea of him not being there and that makes them more comfortable?
Yeah.
Like, how do you think all of that adds into it?
I feel like the expectation is still there, but it's not like it's pressured to happen now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Rich Bisaccia comes in and be like, okay, we made this mistake. Move on to the next play. That's what happens. Mistakes happens. So I feel like Bisaccia has a rapport with these players than what Gruden had.
Yeah.
I think they were playing for Gruden, but I don't think they had that personal relationship. Like I
Yeah.
think they have the personal relationship with Rich
Yeah.
Pasaccia.
Yeah.
So you can see the difference. You can see the body language.
Yeah.
You can see that they want to play for this coach. So yeah, it's no anxiety. And
Yeah.
then another thing on the play calling side, Jonathan Vilma yesterday said it himself. With John Gruden, Gruden was worried about what packages to put in. Olsen, as a play caller, putting the best players on the field.
Yeah.
That's the difference between Greg Olsen play calling and John Gruden's play calling. And you can
Most
see
definitely.
everybody's playing different. I mean, even outside of Zay Jones, which I think Zay Jones should still get more opportunity besides one catch. But come on, you like on a what's that? What was that? A 3rd and 15? We got
Yeah.
that. Man, it just looked really good yesterday. It
Yeah.
did.
That was cold. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. When I was watching that play, I was just thinking in my head, like, would that have been a 4-yard throw to Renfro if Gruden was there?
Yeah,
You feel me? Like
yeah,
I just genuinely I felt like, okay, let's see. This is now I was literally waiting when that came when it was about to hike the ball. I was thinking, okay, if they throw it for a 4-yard gain to Renfro right here, then we're doing the same. We're doing the same thing that we were doing with Gruden. But I think right there on that play, it was still 7-0, right? Or
yeah,
was it 7? Yeah, so it was 7-0. And that right there, my mind was like, that would show how conservative, and it would really fall back. Me personally, it would have fell back on Carr. But then I see him sling that thing downfield. I'm like, yo, yeah, this ain't the same. This definitely is
right.
not the same. You know what I mean? So that right there, I feel like that right there was definitely a telltale for this offense. Carr is more confident. He didn't need to be punked by Gruden in order to ball. Yeah. I mean, there's a few things, man. You know, Trevor says too predictable, and that's in the play calling. Um,
Can you hear me now with
DGK,
this microphone? Can you hear me
yes,
now?
sir, yes, sir, yes, sir.
All right, I'm just
This
making
players,
sure because having that headset on it makes me hot as hell.
no, I feel you,
That
man.
headset makes me hot as hell, man.
The players are loose, executing, and confident. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
that's another
Let's
thing
see.
too.
Right here, Ruggs to the side, Ruggs to on the sideline during his mic'd up, him saying we got everything we need. Olsen telling him we can't waste a guy like you. Gruden personality hurt us. Yeah,
Mm,
you know, for me, I think it's a lot to do with the play calling. Of course, Gruden's personality as well. But my number one thing is the play calling, and I've been kind of just preaching and trying to see this from our team. Right, two things that I've been wanting to see is short passes to Ruggs, because if you're a wide receiver number one, you're just not going deep every time. I
right,
don't want Ruggs to be a deep threat every single time. No. But if you look at this past game, he didn't go deep. He didn't catch a ball that was super that was 20 plus yards, right? He caught
right.
he caught about three right on the sideline.
He did a
And
jet
that right
sweep that
there,
got called back, which I was
yeah.
pissed off about.
Oh yeah, because he trucked old boy, which
Yeah,
it is what it is. But that right there just shows how much different our play calling is. When when Ruggs is getting those short passes, he catching a slant in the middle of the field. That kind of stuff is what we need to see from our young wide receivers if they want to be a wide receiver one. Wide receivers one just don't go deep every single time, right?
yeah, they don't. They run almost every route on the route
Yeah.
tree.
And he hit a comeback route on, and think about it. He hit an out route on Slay. He hit a comeback route on Slay. He hit a slant on Slay. These are the routes you want to see from your young wide receiver if he wants to be that wide receiver one. And this is
Right.
what I've been wanting to see all year. So I definitely like seeing that. And then we know when to call the screen. We just know. It's like, boom, call a screen and it's there, right? We know when
And
we
Gruden
just can't be
barely called
predictable with
screens
it.
when he was here. That's the crazy part. Might be the
Exactly.
halfback screen.
Exactly, brother. Exactly. That's exactly what it was. We didn't call the screens when he was here, but we about 40 minutes deep into the chat. Make sure y'all hit that like button. If y'all can, rate the like button for your brother right now. Hit
Yeah,
that.
definitely go ahead. Definitely wipe them feet, y'all. Definitely wipe them feet.
Get in there, get it done. Yes, sir. Let's see. EJ Raider says, can we talk about that design play to Edwards? Such a nice design.
Yes.
Yeah. What you think about that, man? The play design, because like we were just saying, John Gruden isn't calling the plays. John Gruden isn't here. Do you think that maybe these plays are stuff that he had already drawn up, that he's already done, but they're just picking which ones to call at which time?
I think Greg Olson had the suggestions to give to John Gruden, and John Gruden was such on a power trip
Yeah.
that he didn't give Olson like, okay, this is a suggestion. Let's try this. He was like, oh, you know what? Let's try my play instead of Olson's play.
Yeah.
I think that's what I think it morally was, because if you look at the difference in the play calling, what Olsen's calling it now, you can see that's some of the plays that Olsen probably wanted to call when Gruden was here.
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely, and we're seeing it. Breezy Rock was good with it, dog. He says the ball is being spread, matchups are being found on offense. Our tempo and
Yes.
energy is completely positive and better. We play to keep the defense unbalanced. Yeah, that's definitely a good. Breezy Rock came in spitting some straight facts this morning. That boy woke up on the right side of the bed. Um, I like the fact.
When the Raiders win, everybody wake up on the right side of the bed.
You feel me? Uh, but I like the fact that he says we play to keep the defense unbalanced, and I think that's the number one key
Yeah.
to this offense, man. And that's how you be able to hit those. You'll be able to hit those screen passes. You just don't see it coming. Personally, I'm like, oh shit, we did a screen, and I love it. But at the same time, it's like I didn't really expect it right there at that very moment. And that's what he's kind of talking about, is that the defense don't know what's going to hit them. They just don't know. You hit it
I
out route
try
the
to
rugs. You come in with the run. Then you go
true.
deep all of a sudden. You know what I mean? Morrow's out here making catches, you know what I mean, on the back of a defender. You know, you just
Yes.
don't know. You just don't know the defender. If the defender's back is turned, it's ugly. It is bad for them because Carr about to pick you.
And that's what I love about Olsen, because Olsen thinks that, everybody can be involved. We're not just targeting one person, which Waller didn't play yesterday, but he's our number one target. But you see that we're spreading the ball, and these defenses don't know how to defend, because you put two on Renfro, Waller's open. You put two on Waller, Zay might be open. You probably put double team Rugs over the top. You're gonna go underneath
Yep.
with Foster Moreau. You just never know what we're going to do now. Especially with Drake playing the way he's been playing, which I
Yep.
said that he was underutilized under Gruden,
Yep.
which you can see it now under Olsen, that he's getting
He's
better running in
comfortable.
between attackers and stuff like that. So that's another weapon in himself, outside of him running the ball. We
Yeah.
just confusing the defense every week.
And I'm glad he brought up Drake because I believe I heard him saying either in the presser, I can't remember what it was, or it was during the game that they brought up the fact that, I'm just paraphrasing, Drake said, I'm not a robot. I'm still human. So coming here, I had some anxiety, built up anxieties, and I still had to learn some things. Um, and maybe Drake was talking about not specifically Gruden, but now that you just noticed that Gruden, with the moment Gruden was gone, Drake 2 touchdowns.
Yup.
Drake last night over there, you know what I mean,
Average about
firing up.
4 or
So
5
it's
yards to
interesting.
carry.
It's interesting to hear that quote from him, and then him go out there and perform like that exactly right after Gruden was gone. So I wonder if
Yep.
just the pressure and the weight of Gruden's coaching style just didn't resonate with the players that well.
Yeah, I agree.
Cobra Venom putting the foot on the throat and cracking that Adam's apple. Sheesh, is killing mentality that the Raiders don't have right now. Eagles hanging around in the second half should not have. Yeah, for surely shouldn't have happened. Put them down. Yeah, you got to take them out for sure. You got to take them out. And Spotlight hit on that earlier. He was talking
Mhm.
about that, how we definitely need to make sure that we closed the game. The game was closed. I personally thought we was going to put up more than 40 points. We had about 30 points early
30
in
points
the
in the
third
third
quarter.
quarter.
Early in the third quarter. And I'm like, and I told my lady, I'm like, man, this is kind of boring because we're just whooping them. I told her, I'm like, this is kind of boring. Like, we're just kind of whooping them. You know what I mean? We're so used to goddamn heart attack type games to where it's coming
They
down to the
almost
last
gave us a
second.
damn heart attack,
And,
man.
and,
Because
and
I was trolling the Eagles YouTubers, man, while I was on the live yesterday, and they were so upset and depressed when this game was at 30-7. And then I'm like, damn it, I can't troll the Eagles fans now, because they trying to come back on us like they
yep.
do every week.
Yep. And you think about it, they came back, they put up a couple touchdowns on us. We only kicked a field goal.
Right.
That's it, right? So, man, that was kind of tough. I definitely didn't like seeing that. EJ Redder says Drake is playing how we thought he would this year. Yeah, most definitely. Him going in between the tackles, it's looking pretty. It's looking nice, man. And I can't wait for him to break one off, because I feel like it's just going to be a matter of time till he makes one cut in between the tackles and
Yep.
he's gone upfield and it's over. All he got to do is make that safety miss. It's going to happen. But I want to definitely ask you guys, and I want to ask the chat, what do y'all think about the offensive line performance so far since Gruden has left? Do you guys think it has went up? It's been the same? It got worse? And for that reason, whatever you choose, why? Why do you think that?
Hmm. That's a good question.
I mean, I'll throw my little 2 cents out there. Let me get a super chat though, real quick. Sean Hamburger, appreciate you pulling up here, brother. Good morning, boys from Oregon. Shout out to Oregon, most definitely. 5-2, let's go. Defense on 3rd and long, still a problem though. Thanks for all you do. Go Raiders, just appreciate the subscription, brother.
Appreciate that, man.
Appreciate you pulling up and the super chat. Defense on 3rd and long, still a problem though. I definitely agree. Because we did see a couple 3rd and longs in the past few weeks that keep getting converted, which is kind of weird. I don't really
understand the 4th and 10
that.
Dallas Goddard. I was pissed about that.
Yeah, most definitely.
I'm like, what?
To be honest, I believe our
third
down percentage on defense is actually pretty decent. I want to say on defense, our 3rd down percentage is decent, but we give up some like rinky-dink, weird 3rd and long plays. And it's like we'll get a penalty on that 3rd and long, then give them an automatic 1st down, or we just give it up. And I don't understand what that is. And what's your thoughts on that right there before we hop into that offensive line talk? Like, what's up with that 3rd and long stuff? Let's go right here.
Like 3rd and short, we can stoppable 3rd and short, but when we get like 3rd and 10 or 3rd and 11, it's just like I don't know what our secondary is doing. Like, I feel like we a bit too far back on those type of situations. Like we're
protecting the line instead of playing to pressure.
Exactly. And I feel like that's what. And then like you gotta look at it too. Like Denzel Perriman in the middle he's a tackling machine, but he's not a great coverage linebacker.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're going to exploit that on 3rd down. So now when you put a running back there, if you see with Gainwell scored on that touchdown.
Oh yeah,
it was right across the middle on Denzel Perriman. Yep. So I mean, I think that's really it when it comes to like the inside, outside. I really don't know. Sometimes we be playing a cover 2 on a 3rd and 11. I'm like, what are we playing cover 2 for on a 3rd and 11? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I think on those 3rd down plays when it's 3rd and long, we definitely have to give because Gus Bradley doesn't like the blitz, right? But it's like we have to get more pressure or something when it's 3rd and long. Just make them get the ball out fast.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll make them maybe it'll create a turnover. It'll create some poor decision making. We depend on our front four a lot, which is part of our defensive game plan because then we have more people in passing lanes. We have more people dropping back in coverage, of course.
Right.
But, maybe we just have to switch some things around with that because also we have some red zone issues as well. I know we touched on that a lot of times. We touched on it before, but appreciate the super chat, Sean Hittenberger. Hope we hit on some of your topics. But I want to get to that offensive line, though, man. What's your thoughts on the offensive line? Do you think they've gotten better since Gruden is gone? Do you think they've gotten worse? Or pretty much stayed the same?
I mean, we had a few penalties, on the offensive line yesterday. So I can't even lie about that. I think moving Leatherwood to guard was a good move. It shows that he's more of a guard in the NFL than he is a tackle. If you see we can run the ball effectively with him at guard. Mm-hmm. I just think, no sacks on Derek Carr yesterday against 2 good defensive tackles in Fletcher Cox and Hargrave. Yep. So I can say that they played really good yesterday. Leatherwood is the most penalized rookie guard in the league now, but I'm just saying. I mean,
I think offensive linemen.
I think the offensive line did really well yesterday. I can't even lie. They opened up some lanes for Jacobs. They really helped out Keon Drake, and they protect Carr. And when things broke down, he got out the pocket, but still, it was that one play I could say that I really love. I think it was the halfback screen to Jacobs or Drake. It was one of them. And Colton Miller was up the field blocking like crazy. He was the lead blocker. And I was like, now that's the offensive line that I was looking forward to.
Most definitely, man. And I think AC Ibarra basically hit the nail on the head for me. This is kind of my point is Osa's play calling is really protecting the weakness of the offensive line. This is my point. I think the offensive line has played better. I'm not saying they're, elite or anything like that. I'm just saying I think they played better. And I think it's to the point of the play calling. The play calling
you just see the improvement of it week by week.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely improvement week by week. And I think it's due to the play calling, like AC Ibarra said right here, because you start to get the ball out fast, right? Think about last game. You throw a quick out to Ruggs. That's just like run. Think about it. Gruden wants to run that 1st down. He wants to run the ball. Instead of running it and trying to get 4 or 5 yards on that run in between the tackles, why not just throw a quick out route and see what the receiver does with the ball, and you get about 5 to 7 yards? You see what I'm saying? Instead of that run, then this helps the offense because they're not really blocking. On a quick throw, they are. They just got to keep a body, and then boom, the ball's out. That right there helps with that. Also, you do a lot of screen passes. You do these screens, boom, boom, boom. It's a ball out. It's fast. You get the offensive lineman in space. And we talked about it before. We got rid of Rodney Hudson and Gabe Jackson and Trent Brown because they were bigger. They weren't as fast. They weren't as athletic. And, of course, we wanted to save money, right?
Right.
We were okay with this offensive line because they were younger, they're more athletic, and they're faster. Right. They were going to be able to do way more in space. They were going to get way downfield faster. Now we're doing the screenplays. Now we're seeing them get utilized a lot better. So appreciate AC Ybarra bringing up that comment because I definitely agree, brother. I definitely
shout out to Tom Cable as well for getting his offensive line better too.
He got
a few adjustments, put I don't think Illuminor starts anymore, but I mean I did like Illuminor. But putting Leatherwood there, bringing in Brandon Parker, you just got to find the right combination, and I think he did right now. I think he found the right combination.
Yeah, most definitely, man. And AC with another one under Olsen play calling is 100% better. But truth be told, offensive personnel is Gruden's. Yeah, everybody on the staff is Gruden's. Most definitely. Everybody on this staff is a Gruden guy. All the players, all that. Let's see. Abram and Perriman were laying the wood out there. I love to see it, man. Merrick has some nice licks, too. Yeah, Merrick will come up and hit.
Yeah, he will.
He will come up and hit. He's a super underrated rookie, I feel like. I definitely feel like he's underrated because he doesn't really get tested too much. And you don't see him really – way downfield protecting the pass because nobody tests him. What do you think is up with that? You think it's just happened to be how we're playing defense, so they don't want to throw the ball too deep?
I don't think. Funny thing is, I don't think offensive coordinators are even attacking him.
Yeah,
I don't know why is that. I think they know what he's capable of and not attacking him. But we got that one high safety in Merrick. I think I got a feeling that Dallas game. In that Cincinnati game, they might just attack them in those games. Yeah. But if they don't, we can win this. We definitely can win this game, win those games as well.
Yeah.
The concern I have on the defensive side is the run defense. That's the only thing I have. I don't really have nothing against the pass because Casey Hayward's a lockdown corner.
I think he's the highest graded corner right now.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And I just think our run defense just have to get better, especially with the running backs that we have coming up.
Yep.
Saquon Barkley might be back in week 9, and then Ezekiel Elliott, and then Kareem, even Joe Mixon, even then with Cleveland with Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb when they come back later on in the year. So we got some good running backs coming up.
Yeah, they'll be back by the time we play them, I believe.
Right.
Because Chubb comes back this week. Chubb comes back this week. I got him in fantasy. That's how I know. So that right there hurt me. But I did beat Raiders Scout in our fantasy league yesterday because I don't know if you watched that game last night with the Colts and the Niners, but Pittman made a clutch right there by the end zone. And that right there put me over the
right now. I just need DK Metcalf to put up like 30 points to beat Graf, man. I think I'm like I'm 20. I need 25 points to beat him, and I got DK Metcalf playing tonight.
Hopefully he gets it, man. I got DK in my other fantasy league, man. I don't know. He ain't been playing too much.
Well, at least you ain't got to worry about quarterbacks. I had Baker Mayfield and Wilson, and both of them on IR.
That's ugly.
I had to play Taylor Heineke yesterday.
Oh, why didn't you go grab? Why didn't you?
I wasn't going to grab Tua.
Mac Jones.
See, I just went with the quarterback against a bad defense, which was Green Bay. Green Bay has a bad defense. I was kind of like Mac Jones, but Mac Jones has been up and down.
Yeah. It's funny you said it because I grabbed Mac Jones. In my other fantasy, I grabbed Mac Jones because Josh Allen on the bye. And then my other quarterback is Baker Mayfield.
The only reason why that Graf is beating me, he has Terry McLaurin. He gave 25. Jalen Waddle gave him 15. Hawkinson gave him 10, but Zach Ertz gave me 16. I see my running backs are – I had 3 running backs in. I had McKissick, Fournette, and Drake.
Oh, Drake.
McKissick didn't really give me much, but, yeah.
You never
I
know,
try.
man. This is my first time playing fantasy, so you never know, man. The season changes, players
Yeah.
get hurt, then you're like, oh snap, I gotta change my whole lineup.
Yep.
But Trevor says, Ray, do you think it's more important for our defense to improve in run game or red zone? Ooh, what a question! What a question.
I think
Honestly,
both.
I say red zone. I say red zone, and the reason I say that is because if you have a good red zone defense, you could run all the way down the field. You could pass all the way down the field, get into the 10-yard line. If we stop
Yeah.
you from scoring, then at the end of the day, it don't matter what the hell you did. You know what I mean?
You
That's
got a
why,
point.
and when you take a step back, that's why you always judge a defense based off points, right? You say they're ranked based off of how many points they give up. They're not ranked
Yeah.
based off how many passing yards they give up, how many rushing yards they give up. They're ranked off how many points they average per game that they give up. So
Yep.
that's why I feel like the red zone defense definitely has to improve, because if you, instead of giving up touchdowns every time, if half of them were field goals, most of these games would be looking bad for the other team,
Yeah.
right? So if we could stop them from scoring touchdowns in the red zone, I think it would make a huge difference, because currently I got the stats right here. We are 15 of 18 in the red zone on defense, currently ranked 31st in red zone defense. That right there definitely has to change. I don't know exactly how. I've watched the film. I've looked. I don't know exactly how, and I'm gonna put out a film breakdown and see what y'all think. Put
It's
it
really all
together. But
about personnel.
you think so?
I think it's personnel. I think when you see like 4 wide receiver sets on in the red zone, you gotta have the right people out there.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna try to exploit the weakest link.
Mhm.
And sometimes you have a running quarterback that can run it in, like a Jalen Hurts. Yeah, I know Heineke.
He
That was
said,
rough.
Erica said, "Ooh, Heineke, that's rough." Yeah.
Yeah,
When you
it's
say
rough for me,
Heineke, I
man.
was like, "Damn, brother, I could have traded you somebody, something." Shit, I didn't know you down that bad.
It was the top two was who was you gonna pick, Heineke or Tua?
Oh, I mean, do your thing then.
I was going to pick Heineke over Tua any day. I was like, oh hell no, I'm not picking Tua. No,
Ain't no way I'm grabbing Tua.
Yeah, so that's just what it was. But
Yeah.
I think it's about personnel when it comes to that red zone. You got to see who's on the field in those red zone situations, especially when you look at film. If I'm the Raiders and I look at every team, whose personnel is out there on that field, and how can our defense match up with that personnel?
Yep. Yeah, most definitely, man. And we have to do better in the seams. That's one thing for me personally that I could think of that is messing us up in the red zone is the seam routes, man. And I ain't gonna lie, I like John Abram. But sometimes in coverage, boy, I'm like, brother, you gotta step up. You gotta step up, because he'll be in that sweet spot to where it's like it's linebacker and safety. You know what I mean?
Right.
Linebacker and safety, right? It's like right there in that sweet spot. So he's where the seams are at. And sometimes you'll want to shade down to the flats instead of run with the tight end up the seam.
Right.
And sometimes they'll get them touchdowns like that. So
And that's what I think about when that Gainwell touchdown, when they ran that angle route.
exactly. That's a perfect example. That sweet spot.
I feel like if you put Corey Middleton in the middle of the field, that's a better coverage linebacker than Perriman, then it might be different. That's why I say personnel has to be different.
Yep.
Just because of those type of matchups.
Yep, most definitely. Target Practice Music, appreciate you pulling up, brother. Sorry I'm late. Good morning. Good morning to you, man. Keep doing your thing. Victory Monday, as we all know, 5-2. Just beat the Philadelphia Eagles 33-22 last night.
I'll be making a skit when I'm in South Philly today with my Raider stuff. Order me a Philly cheesesteak.
Yes,
That's
sir.
a plan.
No, I've been to Philly once. And I mean it's cliche, but I went to Philly and I got a Philly cheesesteak.
Wait, hold up. Where you get it from?
Bro, I can't even tell you. I don't remember.
Damn.
All I remember the spot that was kind of like it was right there next to the Philly baseball stadium. It wasn't any. It was like you could see the Philly baseball stadium.
With Pat's or Geno's. It's probably with one of those.
Geno's. It might have been Geno's.
See, you got to come to the hood, bro.
I might have been Geno's.
Is that?
Yeah, he said I got to go to the hood.
You got to come to the hood. You got to come to Max's. Max's got one of the best cheesesteaks in the city.
Max's, yep. I see. Now that I know somebody in Philly, because I knew some people in Philly. I knew I had a partner from Chester. I had a partner from Philly. But they ain't give me no recommendations, man. Them boys was wild. I ain't gonna lie. Them boys was wild as hell. I was like, yo, y'all
Philly
from Philly?
crazy, man. Philly out of pocket right now,
I
man.
was like, y'all boys is wild. Yo, this dude, yeah, that dude was wild. But let's get to the chat. I want to show the chat a little bit of appreciation, show some chat some love, see what they got going on. Boom. I love the question. Go ahead, Spotlight. Break it down for him.
Spotlight Raiders talk, man. That's all it is. Spotlight,
Yep.
the Spotlight Raiders talk on YouTube, man. That's what
Spotlight
it is.
Raiders talk on YouTube. Don't forget, follow us on Instagram as well.
Yep,
y'all see
Spotlight Raiders talk on there too.
Y'all know the ads. Make sure y'all hit us up on Instagram.
Facts.
Talking Raiders trolled. It's always sunny in Philadelphia on their Instagram. I ain't see that one. I ain't
worried about it, but I've been trolling a few content creators on YouTube for the Eagles. I had a few shows with a few people, and then I went on the guy Philly 500's YouTube because he went live. He was like, "Oh my God, Nick Sirianni needs to go," and it was the most hilarious shit ever, man.
What do you think about that play that Max did where he's jumping over the line, man? Because
that
starter says, let's talk about Max. Quarterback sneak, stop at the goal line, flew over the line.
I just wait for that picture to come out because I want that picture. I really want that. I see
that
the video, but think about it, on the Raiders app, they don't have that picture. I'm like, oh my God, I need that. I will get that picture and get it blown up and put it right behind here. I'll definitely
need to get it blown up, then hit the game, have that man sign it.
Yup.
Have that man sign it. That would be fire. I might
take it to the Giants game. I might take it to the Giants game.
You going to the Giants game?
Yeah.
Yep, you going to the Giants game. Honcho going to the Giants game, I believe.
For what I've heard, Honcho wasn't going anymore.
I don't even know, man. I don't know.
For what I've heard, I don't know if it's true though, but that's what I heard.
I'm not even 100% sure.
What I heard from what I've heard, Honcho said every time he goes to a Raiders game, the Raiders lose. He's like 0-5 going to Raiders games.
Damn, for real?
That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to text him, tell him to stay his ass home. What's that? Max Palamalu. Yeah. Yeah, Max Pal. EJ, I got a question for you. Spotlight, did you talk with your boy who said we would only score 14 points?
Oh, he know where to be found right now. He was gonna rock somewhere. Yeah, he said 28-14 Eagles. What? Woo. I said, you really think that our team is only going to score 14 points? He's nowhere to be found right now. I was commenting in his live stream, but he wasn't pulling up my comments because he knew that I know like 14. Give us more respect than that, bro.
Most definitely. But hey, man, appreciate you pulling up, dog. I've been on here for an hour now. That's pretty much my show.
Okay.
And I appreciate you pulling up, though, man. And we gotta link up way more. Because this is probably like once in the last couple months, man. We definitely.
I know it's just our schedules is just be so busy now, man, with the Raiders season, and you do your all 22 film. But listen, if we could, do an all 22 together, I'm down for that.
Yeah, most definitely, brother. Most definitely. And we can get that linked up going. I also wanted to announce when I hit 5K subs, y'all. When I hit 5K subs, I'm gonna be doing a membership. And in the membership, I'm gonna be doing private film study studio sessions.
Yes.
It's gonna be private film sessions. It's gonna be whoever's a part of the membership. Y'all can comment. We gonna watch the film together, and we're gonna break it down all as a chat, all as a team, and we're gonna look at it like that, yo. So y'all stay tuned for that, most definitely. Appreciate Spotlight. Make sure y'all go hit Spotlight up. Go ahead and tell them where to find you at again, Spotlight.
On Instagram, Spotlight Raiders Talk, Facebook, Spotlight Raiders Talk, YouTube, Spotlight Raiders Talk. So
yes, sir.
I don't really be on Twitter like that. I just read the comments, but I don't really be on Twitter like that. So you don't got to worry about the Twitter.
Yeah, no, I feel you, boss. But hey, appreciate you pulling up, man. Appreciate everybody in the chat pulling up. I think Graf is live right now.
Yeah, he is.
Somebody said Graf is live right now. So if y'all here, make sure y'all go hit Graf up, see what he got going on, man. If y'all can, make sure y'all hit the sub button, hit the like button. Appreciate y'all pulling up on us, man. And until next time, y'all, rate